Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've done an actual video besides just like a play of the game or anything like that. But as most of you know, I'm sure, Summer Games has just started today. Unfortunately for me, I didn't even start playing until like a couple hours ago or so. So I still have yet to see how all of the changes affect the game. Um, but the Mercy nerf that all of you have been telling me about, even on live stream, has finally gone through, and I have experienced it. I have seen what it's like, and I'm going to say my personal opinion. But first, I want to tell you the exact changes that happened to Mercy, just so you guys have an idea in case you didn't already know. So basically, the changes that happened to Mercy just reduced her healing from per 60 healing per second to 50 healing per second. Um, it doesn't really sound like too much of a big difference, right? And my opinion on this is that it's not too different. I will say it's a bit harder healing tanks, especially if they're taking a lot of damage. I had a couple games where Reinhardt would not put his shield up and he kept taking a lot of damage and I was trying to keep him alive, but the healing could not keep him alive, whereas normally it probably could have before the nerf. But yeah, healing tanks is the only real difference I noticed with this. Obviously you don't get Valkyrie as quickly with the nerf, but Mercy does still get Valkyrie pretty quickly, especially if you get a ton of healing um, and damage boosting as well when possible. So I don't feel like it's really made her any worse of a hero. I wouldn't say that if anybody is a Mercy main, I wouldn't say you need to switch mains or switch healers or anything like that just because of this nerf. Yeah, Mercy's had it pretty hard. You know, she's only been getting nerfs since I've been playing Overwatch. I haven't been playing that long. I've been playing like maybe close to a year now, I think. So, from what I've seen, she's only been getting nerfs. But this one I do feel was a bit unnecessary, but also slightly understandable because Mercy does give Valkyrie very quickly, especially before this nerf, so it's kind of understandable. But just keep an eye out because, like I said, healing tanks is the only real difference. It's a little bit more of a struggle, especially if they're taking a lot of damage. Like, for example, the Reinhardt that wouldn't put up his shield. I had a Diva that kept not really using defense matrix and then diving in and taking a lot of damage, and she would lose her mech even though I was literally doing everything I could. So yeah, just note that these changes do affect healing the tank a little bit differently. But overall, I don't feel like these changes will really change Mercy's gameplay too much. So it's not a big deal, but I am going to show you guys an example of what this looks like. I'm going to go to the practice range and show you um, that not really, it doesn't really affect her healing too much. I'm also going to give an example of Moira's new healing because she also, well, she didn't get a nerf, she also got some changes, but she got a buff instead of a nerf this time. So her biotic grasp passive energy regeneration rate increased from 2 per second to 2.4 per second. Doesn't really sound like a huge difference, but her healing is a lot better, and I feel like Moira needed that because Moira's healing isn't the best, kind of why I stopped playing her so much. I mean, yeah, she has some good healing, but the range on it really isn't the best. I've had so many struggles trying to heal, especially like Pharahs that are in the air and people that aren't super close to me. There's, it kind of isn't the best for people that are at a distance. So I'm glad that she did get a buff. So I'm going to show you guys some example of what this buff and this nerf looks like right now. Just let me know what you guys think, your opinions on it, and if you guys play any of these heroes, how these changes might affect your gameplay. So let's get into it. So as you guys can see, it's not too much different. Um, if you're a Mercy main, I'm sure you can notice the difference. It is a little bit slower. I'm gonna let them take some more damage so I can show you basically healing them all the way up.
Healing stream engaged.
So see, it's not too much different. Like, it's basically the same.
This is not the end.
But I did want to show you guys an example in case either you guys can't currently access the game, or if you're just curious and you don't even really play Mercy, but you heard she was getting a nerf. If you are thinking about getting into playing Mercy, I would say go for it because it's not really too different. As somebody who has over 400 hours on Mercy, I definitely don't feel like there's too much of a difference with her healing. As I've stated already, basically the only difference is healing tanks, especially, or I should just say healing anybody who's taking a lot of damage, who's not trying to pull back and or get away from the person that's, you know, causing them to take a lot of damage. So just note that main thing to know with Mercy is that you can't save everyone, even though as a good Mercy you should make that your goal, but you can't save everyone, especially if they're making a lot of mistakes and going out of reach for you. But yeah, these are basically the only changes that happen to Mercy. As you can see, I already have Valkyrie and still got it pretty quickly. As long as you're healing very consistently throughout the game and damage boosting as well, you will get Valkyrie basically around the same time. So it's not too different. So for any of you guys that were worried about me not necessarily wanting to play Mercy or anything like that, that would never happen, first of all. And second of all, the changes aren't too different. So even though it sucks that she got a nerf, I honestly can't really tell too much. There also will be some changes. I'm not sure if they've gone through with the changes yet already, but there will be changes where she cannot boost like Hanzo's dragon anymore, our Junkrat's trap, which is very unfortunate because I do this for my friends all the time. I'm not sure if that change went through yet though, because I didn't see it on the PTR update or any updates that came along with the Summer Games update. But if I do find out, I would definitely let you guys know. Now here are the changes to Moira's healing. Basically, her healing is pretty OP right now. As you can see, it still regenerates a lot of the health, even though I only used a little bit, which is great because a lot of the time, especially people taking a lot of damage, Moira goes on cooldown for healing. And you know, you can use the orb, the biotic orb, obviously.
Get into position.
But a lot of the times,
This will improve your condition.
you, especially in close range, or if you're already on cooldown for the orb, people just use the spray. Especially small amounts of damage like so. The spray is just a bit easier, whereas the orb may need to be used for somebody that is either out of range or somebody that is taking a ton of damage. But now her healing's pretty OP, if I do say so myself. I kind of stopped playing Moira, to be honest. I still have like, I think 28 hours on her. But I haven't really played Moira too much in the recent months. I just tend to play Mercy if I do go support. Obviously, you guys know I have a ton of hours on Mercy. But, yeah, I feel like with her new healing, it's pretty good. You can just use a little bit of it and it regenerates a lot of their health.
This will improve your condition.
I'm really enjoying this. So that paired with the healing orb is actually really good.
Not ready.
But do note that for anybody that doesn't really play for Moira that may want to get into her, you do have to deal some damage so that you can regenerate your healing back, especially the spray. The orb obviously just goes on cooldown, but as far as the spray goes, you do have to deal some damage to get it a lot faster to regenerate it much quicker. So, yeah, make healing your focus, but definitely note that you have to deal some sort of damage. But yeah, that's basically all of the changes to the supports. Well, not all the supports. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video on the other supports, because I am aware that like Ana got a buff and I think Lucio got a buff. Let me know if you guys want a video on that. But basically, I'm just doing 2 of the supports that I kind of have the most hours on. I feel like those are the only ones I have the right to do an actual video and sort of talk to you guys about those heroes. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!